Right, so the marathon is hard, very hard. My first couple of marathons were absolute chaos. I was totally underprepared and just a young, stupid boy hoping that everything would be fine on race day. But I remember the day after finishing yet another marathon with death in my legs and not having a good day at all on the roads. And I said that this is enough. I have to start training properly and at least have some fun while running the marathon and not just swearing and walking and praying for the finish line. We can never beat the marathon, and I realize that still to this day after almost every single marathon that I do. So I guess I'm still a little bit stupid, just older, but I'm also figuring out the marathon more and more through my training and after every single race that I do. So here are some things that you can try in your training to help you conquer the beast that is the marathon. Don't rush. Personally, I don't think it's a very good idea to go from couch potato to running a marathon in a short amount of time. Yes, it's possible, but I don't think it's very enjoyable. And I also think that the chance of you continuing to run after that marathon is very small. And I want people to run forever, not one and done. So take it step by step. Build up your training mileage and do some 10K and half marathon races. And turn yourself into a runner, not a person who has done one marathon. And chances of you getting injured when you rush is also way bigger. You will build confidence and proper strong legs over a longer period of consistent training, and I think that you will enjoy that first marathon way more if you do it like that. Don't wait, start now. Race day is months away and you might think that you have a lot of time to prepare, but I can promise you that time flies by if you're messing around. Don't think about the months before race day. Think about this week's training and get the running done that you're supposed to do. Weeks and months of training will get you over that finish line. Not one last massive long run or 2 hard weeks before race day. You want to stack layers and layers over a long period of time. You don't want to be like a kamikaze pilot during that last month of training, just hoping to hit the target. Because you will have the same fate as that kamikaze pilot on race day. Certain death. The most important aspect of training is consistency. You can have all the fancy gear and the best coach in the world, but without consistency, nothing will save you. And that is exactly the reason why that old grandpa pulled my ass through a whole fast half marathon race I did a couple of weeks ago. And I had to hang on for dear life. It's years and years of hard, consistent training. You have to punish your legs week after week, and the marathon does not hand out any freebies. So legs that are not strong enough on race day will be deactivated and discarded very quickly. So consistent training and smashing long runs is the only way that you can tell the marathon, sorry brah, but I'm the boss. The last and most hated day of the training week, but skip the long run and you will pay the price on race day. The long run is the only way how we can really test the waters of the marathon. They will take you close to the flame and you will burn just a little bit. But do this over and over again and you might be spared of the horrible and dangerous things that happens after 32 kilometers on race day. Never miss a long run. You can skip workouts, drink more beer than you should, buy shitty shoes, you can do all of those things, but never miss a long run. Before almost every single marathon that I've done, I stood on the start line thinking I have not done enough long runs. Long runs are really hard and they are also mentally tough, especially if you have to do them on your own early on a weekend morning. But I can promise you that long runs will make you tough and they will make the difference between walking over that finishing line or finishing strong with a smile on your face. The golden rule of race day is to not try anything new. Long runs are the perfect opportunity for you to test out your race plan. So at least once, run in your full race day kit. from socks to pants to waist belt where you will stash your gels. Practice your race day fueling as often as possible. You can also train your stomach to be able to handle everything that you want to take on race day. So take your gels and salt pills or whatever as you would do on race day. An upset stomach can also completely derail your race, the same as dead legs will do. You want to be as comfortable as possible on race day. You don't want to deal with blisters or chafing from pants or having to stop for a pit stop under a tree because of gels. So long runs are the perfect opportunity to test all of these things and make sure that there are no surprises come race day. Right, so you have done weeks and months of consistent training, smashed all your long runs, and now it's just 2 weeks before your race. You are not going to gain any fitness in these last 2 weeks, so it's time to taper. Dial back your training and get those legs super fresh and ready to tackle 42 kilometers. Fresh legs over everything these last 2 weeks. For sure, don't just sit and relax. Keep your legs moving, but don't do anything crazy or stupid. I do my last massive long run 3 weekends before the race. 2 weeks before the race, I do about 60% of my normal week. So keep the same intensity for all your runs and your workouts, but just cut back on the distance. And the week of the race, I like a massive taper and only do about 30% of my normal week. Again, you're not gaining anything at this point, so just keep the blood flowing and make sure you have zero fatigue in your legs when you're standing on the start line. And before you know it, race day is here. All the pain and suffering, all the hours spent on the road, and finally it's time to do the fun part. So trust your training, soak up the atmosphere, control that little crying voice inside your head, and just run as hard as you can and smash until you cross the finish line.